Uh, Good morning, everybody. First thing I want to tell you is I know there are rumors already flying, but I need you to slow down just a little bit, okay? And there's a reason for that, and I'll go through that because we're not out of the woods yet. I want to remind everybody that we had a third party that potentially contaminated the water, okay? And so with that, there's a possibility that there's still a plume of contaminant in our water system. We haven't confirmed that, and we're still working on that. But I will tell you that we have finished flushing Zone 3, and we've finished flushing the 3 tanks. The results from the 30 samples yesterday from EPA and TCEQ are currently at non-detect, okay? So, as we look at this, we're going to continue the sampling process, and the city is still in a partnership with TCEQ and with the EPA on evaluating our entire water system. Now, I can't emphasize enough the value of our state and federal representatives that have continued to assist us in moving this process forward. I think if you look at our history in our water, I understand some of the caution, but without their representation and their personal interest in this process, we could still have no zones opened whatsoever. I want to give a personal thanks right now to Chairman Todd Hunter, because you guys know I wasn't experienced for this. And he has been my coach, my mentor, my advisor, and has helped lead me through this process. I also want to, where is Ben Molina? Mr. Molina is the individual that introduced me to this problem that night and has never left my side and has been out there watching the distribution and has been my eyes and ears out there as we've moved forward through this. So you guys need to be proud of him. You need to be proud of your whole council because they all went operational. We're a process team. We went operational. Lucy Rubio, and Carolyn Vaughn, Joe McComb, everybody that we've got up there, Paulette. We all went out there and we helped with water distribution. We helped in every way we could to help the city staff. Your city staff is extremely competent. I'm not going to take everybody's time. You guys know them. I've introduced you. And they're going to continue on with our partnership with TCEQ and EPA as we move forward. And you need to understand that. Now, here's my concern. Use water conservative today as we move forward, because we do not want to risk too much consumption and our system might bog down too fast. So keep that in mind. We have had reports out there, and I don't have the data of who they are, but we currently have TCEQ and EPA evaluating every health concern that's out there right now, and as we continue forward, looking to see if there's a plume or any contaminant that we might have missed, looking for that data. So they're going to continue on with that investigation, and we're going to continue with the water testing. But right now, the entire city of Corpus Christi water system is full use, okay? So it's all full use, and we're going to continue to monitor as we go forward. This time I ask Corpus Christi City Manager to speak water distribution with our bottled water.
Good morning. As we're all aware, that we have 5 water distribution sites in operation as I speak. Beginning at noon today, we will begin to demobilize each one of those sites. And we want to make sure that all of the citizens are aware that beginning at noon today, we will begin to demobilize all of the distribution sites. I'll turn it back over to the mayor.
Okay, so Corpus Christi's water ban is lifted. It's full use. I'll entertain a couple questions. I have a call right after this. I've got to call TCEQ, and we're going to coordinate all messages moving forward. I need you to go to the TCEQ webpage, monitor the testing that's going on continually, monitor our press releases and our webpage as well, and we'll update you as any other information comes available. Questions? Yes, sir. Rick, I'm going to be honest with you. We feel confident, but because it's Sunday, the entire city has, been restricted. We have showers, we have laundry, we have all of these going on. I just want to make sure that everybody is thinking about the city right now, and let's try to pace that. So if you can put off doing your laundry until tomorrow, please do, okay? I don't want to elevate a risk that we shouldn't. Okay, and that's why I say it. I just say that cautionarily, okay, with caution. Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys still doing an investigation in terms of the 3 previous reports and why it took so long to get the information out to the public from there to now? Is that still going on behind the scenes?
Everything that we've talked about is going on, including the policies that we speak of, the investigations, all of those details, and that's that's not going to stop until we get to the end. Absolutely. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
On the, there's a question brought up yesterday about whether or not people should be running their water before they consume it. Do they need to go ahead and do that?
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know about the plume where it is. I would recommend that you flush through your household water just to ensure that there isn't a plume. Now, if you've been flushing like Mr. Van Vleck has talked about, then you've probably already pushed that through, okay? But by all means, just, validate. Now, if there is this contaminant, I understand there's an odor. So if you smell that odor and you need to report it, get it reported so we can get the investigators out there, get water samples, and validate it. One more.
Mayor, there's been a lot of the business community has really suffered during this time. Some have actually had to shut down during this crisis. Do you have any special message for them?
I feel that. I feel the pain. I hope you guys understand and you can feel the emotion that I have right now, okay? This certainly isn't something that the city wanted to do. It's the 18th of December. We have Christmas right around the corner. My heart goes out to everybody in our city right now, and I apologize. I apologize personally. All questions. Anybody have a question? Any statements you want to make? Yes, ma'am.
I know that the mayor has indicated early on about many of the legislators and regulators that have helped us. I want to take the opportunity to thank all of our volunteers and all of the individuals throughout the state and country that contacted us, willing to help us through these crises. We will make sure that if we have all of the appropriate names, we would like to send a response to you, a personal response, written response to you, letting you know that we really do appreciate all of the outpouring of support in helping us, and all of the volunteers at our distribution centers, all of our city employees that took time out to help us through this crisis. Thank you so much, and we will make sure that we recognize all of the appropriate people at the appropriate time. Thank you.
That's all we have. Thank you.